his role until I got older, until I had stepkids. Then I
Right.
understood and respected, like, okay, maybe I was tripping. But when I think of that, I think for me it'll be my uncles, but I learned different from my uncles than what other people may have learned from theirs. Like I learned what not to do. Like
Yeah.
my uncles were womanizers, they were alcoholics, they were abusive to women, and watching them, it taught me what not to do. So
Real shit.
I learned a lot, but it
So,
was what not to do.
I appreciate the love. Adrian, appreciate the love. We up to 1-2. We went 1-2K taps. But for me, like you said, it'd be a loaded question for me too as well. But like, I ain't have my pops in my life because
Yeah.
my pops passed away when I was 3.
Okay.
So, but I had my stepdad. My stepdad was there, but you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But like, I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for my uncle was a Marine, and
Hmm.
when I grew up, I hated this man's. I ain't gonna even flex, y'all. I hated this man's guts. I'm like, man, why is this dude so hard with me, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we can't give constructive criticism
No.
nowadays. Constructive criticism, it is it is over with. Like I
Yeah.
remember, like I was playing JV 10th grade. I had my best game at linebacker ever. 15 solo tackles.
Hmm.
He was there. I was happy. I was proud after the game. He was like, should have got 20. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna tell you how many you missed. Yep.
what? He like, man, that one that you got with the arm tackle, bro, that should never been a tackle. I'm like, man, what? Like,
Yeah.
but like my main father figure, I would say my uncle. Like, I like, even though like I hated his guts when I was younger because I didn't really understand like why is this man so hard
Yeah.
and why I'm not getting the love that I was getting. I told like, man, the proudest moment for me ever. I will never forget it. I was 20 years old. I was sitting in the library at Lincoln University. Me and my uncle was chit chatting, and he just like I forgot what we was talking about. He was like, "I just want to let you know I'm proud of you." What?
Hmm.
What? I ain't tell him though. I ain't tell him then, but I told him probably like 10 years later. I was like, man, that's all I wanted to hear. And I started crying and everything. I said, man, that's all I wanted to hear. But like my uncle played a pivotal part, but I also would say some of my coaches too as well. But my
Oh,
uncle,
absolutely. My coaches, some of my teachers as well. Um, even though I wasn't the best student, but just watching them like be men, like we had a chance to watch men be men, and we had a chance to, as we got older, to like kind of pick and learn like, okay, what's gonna be useful for me down the road, and what, nah, I'm good on that. I ain't gonna use that. So, and I think that's what makes parenting now. I think it's difficult for sure, but I think it's more rewarding because now we're able to give our children something that we didn't have, which is a voice, and which is somebody, some like telling them that you can be emotional, you can talk, like you can let me know what's wrong. You have a right to be respected. So I don't care if they're a child or an adult. You don't have to tolerate disrespect. Don't be disrespectful, but you don't have to, like, if you like, I teach my kids, you don't have to hug a person just because they're family.
oh
You
yeah,
don't gotta do that. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel comfortable. It's okay. I don't force that on them.
yeah, it was more like us back in the day. It was like you gonna tell us. I'm like you ain't got you gonna do what I say, and that's it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you literally gotta be like, okay, what's wrong? Because like we didn't have that space back then, especially as men.
No way.
Yeah, we had a space to be able to tell somebody. So we're always like built up, angry, frustrated, and all these other things because we didn't know how to communicate because we was always shut down or we was always taught by society, like, oh, we man, we gotta shut up, we gotta what you call it, my bad, y'all. That's my
You good.
thing. Saying my blood sugar a little high, but it's just saying
I mean, that
like
candy, man.
I know it was king.
No, I'm messing with you, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, we was always told like this, and that. We believed it, and then eventually we built that Great Wall of China. And then
Yeah.
like we got older, we really didn't know how to express certain things because we was always told to be quiet and don't say anything.
Yeah. The one thing I can say though, honestly, being raised by my mother, it gave me a different perspective. Like my mom, like she definitely was hard, but she explained stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just like it was definitely do what I say because I said so. But then after, after a little while she might come to me like this is why I say this or this is why I say that. So it helped me in the long run to realize that, that's all kids be wanting to know why sometimes. Like, and we don't have to be all mean and harsh to them, like, cause I said so. We don't gotta be like that, bro.
We couldn't ask why because you already know what's up. We wouldn't have no teeth.
No, I'm not saying I never questioned it. I never questioned it. Because
in our mind we did though.
for sure. For sure.
Hey, what up, Tay? You
on mute, bro.
What up, my guy? You just popped in.
What up, bro?
What's up? We still on question one. So question one is when you think of father figure, who is the first person that comes to mind?
A father figure? Interesting. That's a good question, bro. That's a very good question, bro.
So what you
Like who is that person for you?
Yeah.
Pick a father figure. Who is that person for you?
They have some technical difficulties on
Kim said we must be up to no good.
We got it.
Oh, we chilling, man.
We shoot the jump, man. Guys got y'all have girl talk. Gotta have some guys talk too, just trying something out for the TikTok.
Yeah. Drop us a few likes, Kim.
But now until he come back, let's go ahead. Let's go to question two. She said hi everybody, but Grant.
That's crazy. How you doing, Kim?
Oh, I'm back now.
All right, so who you got for question one?
Honestly, I'm gonna say my pops wasn't bad. I mean, we had disagreements growing up, and he just grew up different, but it wasn't bad. I say my pops. He just showed it in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say he showed it.
It was at a different time. That's what it like. We're in a different time. We didn't respect it back then because we didn't understand it because we wanted to know why. Like, damn, why we get yelled at all the time? But now, since most of us are parents or have nieces and nephews, and then you could just tell the look on their face like they confused, like what did I do or something like that.
I would love to take like the men from that generation and just sit them in the auditorium and explain to them how them raising us to be unemotional, feelingless, heartless people, how that affected us down the road. Like how that affected us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of men out here who have never understood what it's like to have any type of nurturing at all. And it's because of how the men thought that we should be raised.
It's like for real though. It's like it's no bullshit when we say we are product of our environment because it's what we seen is what we were raised. It's just like we're like wild animals almost.
And the people that's suffering is the women and the children.
man. And it's hard for us to like explain or tell them about it because like we don't know how to. It was never like
Yeah.
taught. You know.
To
It's
this
like
day.
Michael tricycle. I mean, with the training wheels at this point.
Yeah. To this day, it's still hard to open up. Like I'm way more open than what I used to be. But like when it comes to certain stuff, man, I take it to the bank, man. Like I do.
Bro, that's due to us being all them years of generations passed down,
Yep.
being programmed to like, oh, men can't show emotion.
Yep.
You a man, you can't cry, you can't. It's like it's like you gotta be hard 24/7, and
Man. They
and
ride
it's
us
it's
a lot.
affecting a lot of people to where by the time they get help, some of them too late
It's too late.
or they
Yep.
can't heal. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough out here, but we
But
gotta
like I
keep
said,
fighting the good fight though.
Sure.
absolutely. Like when I say in my intro, when I say I'm a work in progress, that's definitely true.
Sure,
I'm
for
on
sure. I think as men, as long as we continue to be that work in progress, I think that's where we can change maybe not the world, but we can change the world around us.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely.
Bro, we gotta start somewhere. So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta stop blaming other people and be accountable for it.
Facts.
Blame other people and be accountable.
Just think about it. Like, let's just go back to back then. How back then them dudes had to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
All that trauma they had to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they come back, it's nobody to express what they saw or seen or went through when they was over there. So
Yep.
now they carrying it. Now they in the situation where it's broken home. They
Right.
just passed on and passed on. It's like when we bring it up, it's really sad, but it's like to in their point of view, it was nobody there for them to unpack all that stuff because we was allegedly taught this tough man role. Don't fear nothing, show no emotion, don't be all that whatever.
But
That's
because nobody took a stand and was like, you know what, I don't want to pass this down. It ends up
Yeah,
getting passed down to us. So we was the ones we was the ones that had to break the curse. You know what I mean?
yeah. And it's sad to say it's not, and we ain't breaking it.
I mean,
well,
I'm not gonna say we not because I feel like it's getting better in some aspects. I mean, like I say, you can't change the world, but you can try to change the world around you.
That's what you said. You can put your dent on it, but
Yeah.
you ain't gonna change the completely.
No.
But it's gonna take more of us to do it though.
What
yeah,
thing is we got to
And we gotta stop being afraid to express ourselves.
yeah.
and what's
If
funny,
something is really bothering us, let's talk about it.
Talk about it. Yeah.
the funny thing about it is it's like I ain't gonna say funny, but what's ironic is like when I started going through the stuff that I'm going through, and then when I just started like searching stuff, like I started seeing these famous people like Paul Pierce, Kevin Gates, and all them talk about like traumas and stuff they deal with, and then like now they start to open up about it, and then like you know, they were able to like change their ways or change certain aspects of their life. Like with all that, being told this, being told that, it kind of fucked with our self love. And like all the time we built this wall, we really don't know what self love is. So we basically just, cast the buck on to somebody else and was just like, I ooh, this person did it, or they did it this way. Nah, it's not like that. It's passing it on and passing it on and passing it on, and we're not. We ain't all rich. We ain't all smart. We ain't all strong. So we got to be able to pass on something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, that's real.
Yeah, that's you gotta know yourself.
Yeah. So let's go to question 2 on segment 1. So Tell me a story about an uncle, coach, mentor who made a big impact on you.
Mm.
I mean, if y'all want me to, I can go first if y'all want to think about it. The host, listen, the host supposed to always go first, bro. You know, all right, I'll go first since you said go first. So, like I said, I'll go with my uncle because, like, man, he was a Marine, so Marines went through a lot of shit. And my granddad was in the army. He went through a lot of shit. So, like, man, when I used to get sent to my uncle's house in the summertime in the country, or if I got in trouble, man, I already knew what was up. Like, I knew what was up. And that's why I was like, man, I hated this man. But like, like I said, I hated this man for that. But I would say though, like, if the life lessons that he didn't give me, I promise you right now, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all right now. So like, I didn't understand it before then. Like, it's so many stories that I could tell. But if he didn't, instruct hard work, constructive criticism, and other stuff like that, it's other things. But I mean, with those right there, it gave me some teaching tools. Like, all right, man, I know not to do that. Nope, I'm not gonna do this. I'm definitely not gonna do that no more because I know the outcome of it. But that's what I would say.
So for me, I'll say
What's up, Chad?
so like I told y'all before, like my my the male figures in my life, they wasn't really stand up dudes. Like, I'm not gonna say they wasn't, but it just, for me, they weren't good examples of what I wanted to be when I got older. So the one person that I will say that did teach me a lot was one of my older cousins. And when I say older, I mean like he like 4 or 5 years older than me. So it's not that much older, but and he came along for me later in life. So I'm talking like when I was about 26, 27. Which is, I feel like that's when I needed it the most because, like, I was never reckless or wild, but I feel like uh, he helped me. He rounded me out. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I have the emotional intelligence from, what I'm saying, having my mom and how she raised me, and then with him, like he instilled that, like how a man's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? In me, so now I have that balance. So that would be the one person I would say who was a big impact on my life, even to this day, because I can go to him and talk to him about stuff. Now I know when I talk to him about it, he's gonna give me the hard truth, the truth that I don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, I can accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Yeah.
I'll say for me, I ain't gonna lie, my high school coach, like I said, that man really, I got attached to him my junior year when I transferred school. I didn't know who I was. I played against my first sophomore year, but I actually on his wing and we talked and we just talked every day all until I graduated. And like the lesson there, he teaching me like I was learning from him. He just like man, coaches can be fathers figures too, man, and mentors. That man played a big part in my life. And he played a part of me going to Lincoln. Like, I wouldn't even think about college. I just said, fuck, I'm gonna graduate and just give me a regular job. He was like, oh man, he like, go to college, man. Going to St. Louis. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to college, man. I don't want to too much. And Tay or Team, y'all know what like, well, y'all found out later, but I don't really like coaching, man. So he was like, nah, man, college. So I'm like, I don't know no college I want to go to. I said, fuck, I put that college. Fuck, he like, man, get out of St. Louis. I'm like, so he summer program senior year with these mentors, and they see college applications like that stage. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, fuck is Lincoln? Like, do this. Oh, that's when said they how we look like. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if I ain't go to college, I don't know where I'd be at right now. That man played a big part in my life. So shout out to him.
That's what's up, bro.
Right. Hey, chat. I know y'all tuning in. It's an all J podcast. I got some of the guys on. We just chit chatting or whatever, man. Just make sure y'all tap that screen, get y'all daily heartbeat as well, man. Y'all comment in the chat too, man, or whatever. But yeah, it's just guys. We shooting the shit. We talking about. We, we just talking stuff. Man. But yeah, bro. So I don't know if you bounce back in for it, but question two was tell me a story about like an uncle, coach, or mentor who made a big impact on you. Tay.
Oh man,
It could be more than one.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It, I learned from. I'm gonna say like I learned from everybody.
Okay.
So like I had some dope teachers that was cool, dope uncles, cousins, coaches of course. But like I feel like the people who are even to y'all, my friends, my homies, like I learned from everybody. Everything. I think the older I got, I'm starting to realize everything was a lesson, and
Yeah.
learn from it. Like you just learn from people,
Mm.
like notes of what to do and not to do. Um, I ain't saying we perfect. We gonna make mistakes. But I just like start paying attention to how they do certain stuff. I'm like, well, they did it their way. When it's my turn, I'm gonna do it this way. Like, so I think everybody I came across who had a positive impact on me, I think I learned from all. Even the some with the negative impact.
Yeah.
I think we all didn't grew. So we still cool with the same friends we used to be cool with. We don't same crowd around us no more. So I'm gonna say to me, all of it was a lesson because now we know what we willing to deal with, put up with. So um, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say everybody.
I definitely love that answer because it's a sprinkle of everything because the only the only difference between us and animals, man, is they live in a what I'm saying? And they're not tame. Like you think about it. If a young gorilla gets in place, what you think the older gorilla he gonna beat his ass?
Hey, coach,
Mm.
coach, mute your mic a little bit so we can't hear him. Okay, thank you.
So I mean, like a older what you call it, he gonna beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, like you said, these are life lessons, but we didn't really understand it at that point when it was life lessons. But now that we got older, and now we look at the younger generation, and then like they don't want to listen now because we trying to teach them some things, but they trying to like they think they got it all figured out but we don't want to see them go down that path. I think that's what our coaches did. Like some of these kids that's in the streets, and they get these kids out of the streets, and they be talking to them, and then like you can tell when somebody like when a man is like not just there for like the mom or the aunt or something like you can tell when they are genuinely there for you because they don't just be like, hey man, how's it going? How's school? Like they literally check up on you. You know what I'm saying? Because like I had one of my high school coaches, man, Coach Smith. Shout out to Coach Smith. Like bro, he was an older white dude. I'm talking about like man, it was kids that lived in the hood, y'all. He wasn't scared. He pulled up in the hood. Hey, what's up, coach? Hey, how y'all doing? Talking to everybody in the hood, getting the kids because because he knew they couldn't go to practice. Or it was a lot of kids that wasn't getting meals at home that he put money out of his pocket to get us PB and J or like milk or something like that. And I was like, man, this man ain't got to do that. And us, we ain't used to it. I'm like, bro, it got to be like with us, us being black men too. Like, man, it got to be an end game behind this or something like what do you want? Like it's something that he want, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's a learning process. And now like we trying to teach these kids the same thing and they doing the same thing and they give it oh man, like he probably wants something. But we really don't. We just trying to spread the knowledge that we got. But in a different, like kind of in a softer approach. Not if you know what I'm saying, like in a softer approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm not going first this time, Brent. Matter of fact, your ass going first since you told me I'm going first. So, question three on segment one. What's one lesson you carry from them that still guides you today? What up? What up, Eli? What's up, bro?
Man, listen, lesson I learned to this day. To this day, I learned. You don't put yourself first, man. Don't put yourself last. Put yourself last, man. You're gonna keep putting yourself last for this. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first. Real. And I tend to do that sometimes. I tend to put myself last. I put first. I want to make sure everybody's good. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm good. If I make somebody, before I make sure somebody else. Well, that's not right. Yeah.
I like. I like. All right.
I think for me, you talking about just what the lesson, one lesson that we've learned just in life in general, or from somebody.
Or you can like how my boy Tay said, you can just take a like life lessons from like a bunch of people, or you can do one. It's just because I know it's more than one that we learn that sticks with us. Because I know I learned a lot of lessons from a different lot of people.
The lesson that I hold fast to um daily is that in life you're gonna go through. Um the key is to keep going. Don't stop, because once you stop, you're stagnant. So keep going through. As long as you're going through, there's always gonna be an end somewhere. Just don't stop. Don't ever give up. You gotta keep going. If people depending on you, you gotta do it for yourself. You gotta do it for your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just gotta keep going no matter what.
No doubt, no doubt. Thanks. What about you, bro?
What's going on, Eli?
Is that I know you said it was an echo. Is it an echo on my end, Eli?
Yeah. His signal sucks.
Man, he at the gig. If he wanted the gig, he already told me he would have been on with us. What about you, Tay? What lesson that you carry from them that still guide you today? Okay, said it stopped current.
I struggle with this. Times like stuff.
Kind of cutting out. It's,
Perfectly.
yeah. Uh, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go while bro having some audio issues. So one lesson that I carried from them is like well I'll say like from my uncle, like he basically showed me like with constructive criticism, and no matter what you're going through in life, like you gotta put the work in. Like you gotta put the work in because ain't nobody in ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. Like ain't nothing in this world is free. You gotta go get it. Like just with the lessons, like, you know, even though we don't wanna wake up and go to work or, go take care of the kids or just to wake up in the morning or you wanna play the game all day, but you gotta go to work, pay the bills. And, he just instilled in me, I think just the marine and just, all that stuff like that is just um like you gotta carry yourself a certain way. It's a standard. And then like ain't nothing out here free. Ain't nothing out here free. That's the one lesson that really that's one of the lessons that I take with me every day. Like, man, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. Y'all still here?
Yeah.
So did did they ever give you advice that completely changed how you saw the world?
man, that's the right point. I have a better perspective. A lot of but the one that's gonna stand out, boy, gotta keep in the calm, wait for no.
What about you, B Dub?
What was the question, bro?
Did they ever give you advice that completely changed how you saw the world? Eli said, Grant, Eli said, take them headphones out because you sound muffled.
With me?
No.
Don't
Grant.
worry, over here.
Okay. Because it's popping up on my computer too, so I can see it and hear it. So that's how I'm seeing the messages too. But no, did they ever give you an advice that completely changed how you saw the world?
Um, not really. I mean, because all my lessons from the people in my life, they were pretty straightforward. It's like I said, what to do, what not to do. It definitely taught me about hard work for sure. That ain't nothing free. Um, but as far as like how I look at the world, I think my view on the world is probably credit to myself and like how I like look at things and how my views are because I don't think like everybody else. I think a little bit more outside the box when it comes to certain things. So I think I've prided myself on not really being somebody who follows everybody's way of doing things or thinking. You know what I'm saying? So how I look at the world is like through like what I see out of my own eyes and like in things that I've read as far as like books or articles or whatever, or just watching certain people. So I haven't received any advice that I can say makes me look at the world differently.
And you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off you because like yeah, my uncle gave it to me straightforward. It wasn't like he gave me a Aesop fable that I had to go figure out or green eggs and ham. He was like, no, I'm gonna give it to you straight because the world
Yeah,
ain't gonna give you shit. Basically, the word ain't gonna give you shit. You gotta go get it. It ain't like, well, you gotta go down X, Y, and Z, hit that roundabout, go down I-40, and
yeah,
then come back and then go to Walmart and go get some milk. What is
yeah.
that saying? Like what? No, the world ain't gonna give you shit. You gotta
Nope.
go out there and get it.
Yep. That's facts.
So that was segment one about unconditional father figures. So we're gonna go into segment two, which is emotional intelligence and love. So how would you describe emotional intelligence in your own words?
Man, I feel like emotional intelligence is like I feel like it's being aware that you have to be um you have to know how to read a room. I think that's important when it comes to things as far as like how you react to situations, how you may receive something that somebody may do or say, or even just what you put out. Like because sometimes we put stuff out there and we be wrong, loud and wrong. We read emotional stuff wrong. That's where I'm learning to like, especially when it comes to dealing with a female. It's like we can't deal with our females like we deal with our niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like they sometimes they don't they want to vent. They want us to just be quiet and listen. We ain't gotta always like see I told you. Sometimes they just want to be held and like we got to learn how to like to read that. That's what my definition of like being emotionally intelligent.
What's up, Zen? But no, that hey, ladies, that is true. We are hard headed, and sometimes we can't shut up, and it's hard to bite our tongue.
Hard
But
headed as fuck. What up, Zenny?
it's a work in progress. It's a
Yeah,
work in progress, and I can say we can blame. I can keep saying that we can blame it on our environment, but then that shit gets old. So we just got to do better. But
yeah,
emotional intelligence and love, how I see it is, man, like I stated before, like we truly got to learn how to self love ourselves first to
yep,
be able to have that emotional intelligence. Because it can be times like like it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I can read the room DJ wise, but sometimes I cannot read the room with my wife. I can't, or like females in general, or like my mother or my sister. You can't read it because we don't know. Like it's like we want to ask that question, but then we don't want to ask that question. It's like, man, we might get cussed out, or we might like, you know what, man. But then when we like, she like, baby, what's wrong? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it is something wrong. But we don't know how to emotionally say it because we were never taught to emotionally.
See, but see, that's when you learn how to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just always asking what's wrong. Sometimes it's just like reading that, she's going through something emotionally. Maybe she need a hug. Maybe she need her favorite candy bar. Maybe she needs some flowers. Like you gotta know your woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you don't, but it's more than just asking her what's wrong because most times they don't even know.
Bro, I dropped the ball so many times because
We all have.
me emotionally, bro, like, cause like I had so many, like, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I had so many health issues. Like I was a type 2, but I didn't take care of my health. So it's so many times my wife wanted help around the house, like, yeah, I help, but my body physically can't do it. Or like I'm exhausted from the job that I'm doing, but I can't just tell her, like, yeah, I already told her I'm gonna do it, but then I'm sitting in there playing the game or chilling or on my phone, but my body's hurting. But she didn't work 8, 10 hours, took care of baby girl, and then washing dishes and washing clothes. But I ain't really see it because I wasn't emotionally like intelligent enough to read the room. Like like I told you, I can read the room like as a DJ, but like
Yeah.
reading the room for like the significant other, I failed significantly.
Oh,
And
me
I'm-
too. Me
and
too,
I
bro.
apologize for that. Like,
Me, bro.
I'm a piggyback off you. Oh God, because man, I'm gonna tell you something. You can read the room wherever you at. But when it comes to your position, because like cousin, I didn't listen. That's how I lost my ex a couple times. So just I can read a defense on my offense. I'm in the game. Read it. But when it comes to her emotions, I cannot read it. I'm like, you cool? Like you alright? Like even by the way she beat the chick. I'm like, man, it's so wrong. But I ain't ask what's wrong because I know what's wrong. But I don't want to, what I'm saying? Be snapped on. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, like, so, as I, as me and her separated, yeah, I kind of worked that shit.
Trust me, it's not easy. It's a journey, bro. Like and like I said, I feel like I got somewhat of an advantage because I was raised by women, but at the end of the day, I still had to learn too, because every woman is different. So
And
it's
that's
like
around women too. But like you said, every woman is
every
different.
woman different, yeah. But you got the principles though. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you got the principles, you can build off of that.
yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna say, what's going on, my brother, from another mother. But I'm gonna say, bro, it's just like I ain't gonna lie, like it's easy to I'm not gonna say women are more emotional creatures than us because they were always taught to express their feelings. But now, as men, like now we have to learn to express it. But sometimes it's kind of hard for us to process it because it's our pride, or
But
we just
but you know what though?
or
I got a question.
yeah.
I got a question for you. You said that women are more emotional than men. Are they really though?
I
Because
say
because you got to
I
remember.
say it because they've done it more productively than we have. Because like we're always like, man, oh, we'll sit and think about it. Like me personally, like bro, like me and my wife can get into it, and it was times that like, bro, I'll wait like 2, 3 weeks to bring up the situation instead of like facing that like head on right then and there. Because like my emotions was like all over the place. Like I'll be angry or something like that, and I ain't know how to.
Right. So
I
that's
ain't
why
know how to
and
voice it.
that's why I'm asking you, like, do you I don't feel like they're more emotional than us. I feel like it may be even in some cases because and sometimes some men are more emotional.
Can I chime in?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't feel like they more emotional than us. I think they show their emotions more than us.
Yeah.
Um, we compress our emotions. Like you said, it took you 3 weeks for you to say something. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what the problem is. It's not that they're more emotional than us. I think we're both emotional creatures. But I think they tend to show it more, and we tend to compress it more.
Absolutely. I agree.
So I'm gonna bring up the speaking of female emotion. So it has taken place for I don't know,
A lot. Like
it's crazy. He gave me he said he did one right. So I think like he was like I used to wait for 2 or 3 days to respond like boom. But the other thing is she's not really emotions on. Emotions like that, women are good with the conversation.
So you saying that she expressed herself to you and then you didn't reply back to it?
No, I used to wait like so when she do that, I used to wait like 2 or 3 days. But then I'm done. You know, so it's like you took me off like bring yourself like
Yeah, I think us as men, we approach situations different because we as already think logical. You know what I'm saying? We don't think based off like emotions. Like if something is bothering us, we can hold that like, okay, this ain't the place for that. I can talk about it later. You know what I'm saying? And I think like in that situation, she was reaching out for that. Sometimes they just want you to acknowledge how they feeling. You get what I'm saying? So she probably went like she expressed herself to you and you never minded. And that's probably how she took it. So sometimes we just gotta, when they express it, even though you think, even if you're trying to avoid an argument or anything like that, you can still avoid the argument, but just, you know what I'm saying? Just acknowledge how she's feeling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this made me feel this way. And you're like, all right, babe, I wasn't trying to make you feel that way. That wasn't my intentions, but I hear you. You know what I'm saying? And you can avoid the argument that way. But sometimes they just want to be heard. And a lot of females, when they express themselves too, they, and this might sound weird saying, but it makes perfect sense. They're expressing themselves to you. They don't want you to respond. They just want you to listen. You get what I'm saying? They don't want you to, like, they have a problem or something. They don't want you to figure out the problem. They just want to express the problem to you.
Yep.
Are you getting feedback from my mic?
Now, back and forth. But hold on. Yeah.
It's coming from me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing going on in my room. I'm in a quiet room right now.
I'll go on. But I'm gonna so that I love that was deep. I love that. So we're gonna go with the next question. So do you think most of us are taught emotional intelligence, or do we learn it through trial and error?
Trial and error for sure. Because you wasn't taught that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was taught it by default, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still had to learn it even more because it was just surface level. But I definitely don't think we were taught that because especially given the fact that most of the men in our families taught us not to be emotional. So yeah, I don't think that's something that we were taught. I think it's just something that we just really had to kind of pick up on the fly and go with it and perfect it as we go along.
I 100% agree with Grant.
Don't give Grant credit for my stuff. That was me.
Oh, that was you? My bad.
No, you good, brother.
But yeah, I'm still learning to this day. how to be emotional intelligent. So it's just it's definitely a learning curve because, like you said, we was taught to suppress our emotions, especially as black men.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just gotta, long as you can open up your mind, you know what I'm saying, and experience new things, new emotions and stuff, then I think you should be good.
Well, before you go, Brent, or I go, man, chat. If y'all enjoying this, hey, make sure y'all share this out for me, man. Tap that screen, man. We just shoot the ones and twos, man. And figuring out life as men, and as human beings. I mean, everybody's figuring life and every situation out. But as black men or men in general, we're now starting to open up that door for like this emotional or communication part. So I mean, so we're trying to get to it. But like I agree with both of y'all. It is trial and error. It's just like you think about like a baby when they first try to learn how to walk. It's a process for them. But my thing is, like me personally, don't take so long for that trial and error to go on or keep letting same things happen without. You might have to go fix it in your settings, bro, because like I was like it was like that on my iPhone the other night. Then I had to switch to my other phone, and it worked perfectly fine. So I don't know. It's been really weird because it's not only happened to you, it's happened to somebody else when I was on a TikTok live too. So I don't know, but it's definitely a trial and error, and it's just we just got to take. I would say just take it day by day, minute by minute. Brand, it's on you. Well, welcome in, chat. Welcome in, chat. How y'all doing? How y'all enjoying y'all Friday? I hope y'all having a blessed Friday.
Man, I keep feeling like today's Saturday. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Today was crazy because
I
that's
was
what
off. I was off to them. Never off at work on Friday. So it's like a Saturday for me.
you should have been outside with.
Be chilling, man.
I feel you, bro. It's the best
I'm
way.
42, man. I be chilling. I don't be outside. Don't do nothing for me no more.
Hey, I'm talking about outside, man. You could have been outside just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I've definitely been out and about today. Like, yeah, I got a lot done today.
Okay, okay. All right, so so share a time when understanding emotions, you or someone else helped you in a relationship.
Oh, repeat that again, bro.
Share a time when you understanding emotions, yours or someone else's, helped you in a relationship.
It helped us in a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, first.
We can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now.
Welcome in,
Can you hear
man.
me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, as a man, bro, we tend to hide emotions from our women, right? But look, I really started showing emotions once me and my ex broke up.
Yeah.
Like I really started showing emotions then because when you got somebody good, man, you gotta hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them go. But like me and her still cool to this day. Like that's my homie. But if I would show them emotions, then we still probably would have been together. But like, man, it's hard showing emotion, like you said, growing up. Man. Like, yeah, think about it, man. I ain't really the emotional type of guy, bro. Like people judge me because oh, you survive age, man. So fucking what? That's different. It's a relationship we talking about, but like just like talk to her still to this day. We talk blue moon, but it's like I tell her all the time, like, man, I wish I would show the emotion. We should have been together. But like, it's just like, man, it takes a minute for me to show emotion to anybody. King, you been on for 10+ years, bro. You know how hard it is for me to open up about anything to show emotions. I always be that hard body, bro. That's just me. Friendship wise, relationship wise, no matter what, bro. It's just that hard body, bro. It takes a lot for me to like. I need to talk to my brothers, or I need to talk to my girl just to really express myself. So that's just how I feel on the intake of that, bro.
I think for me, I feel what you're saying about how when you were with the person and then you lost the person and then now it's like, now you kind of understand. So for me, it was like when I went through my divorce, it was like I think part of the reason is because I know how to communicate, but I'm not a confrontational type of person. So it's like for me, I'm not gonna do it. I don't do a whole lot of yelling and screaming and cussing you out. I don't do all that. So for me, it makes me shut down. So um, after the fact, I learned that my shutdown is what pushed her away, and
For
then
sure.
I also was able to verbalize to her that the way she came at me pushed me away. So it was like now we were able to sit down and have a conversation about how we really felt without it being all the way up in the air. Like we can talk like adults about our emotions, and I learned a lot from that. So just learning how to like you can't shut down. Like even if you don't talk about it right then, like had a conversation. Even if you say, okay, we're gonna talk about this next Tuesday, and after we talk about this thing next Tuesday, we're not gonna talk about that no more. We're gonna end it. However long it takes for us to get rid of it, that's what we're gonna do. Next Tuesday is the day.
Oh, to me. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I had definitely had a problem communicating with my wife, or just it could be like I would say me personally is like past traumas, and then being angry, and then the societal like you got to be this, you got to be that, and then talking to my therapist, I talked to her today, and I told her I was going live and doing this podcast. She said that's a great thing, you should do it. And then the group chat that we in, B-Dub, Jen, shout out to Jen, talking about you should do it. I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But me personally, I pushed a lot of people away because like I was so angry, and I never understood like the root why I was so angry, bro. And then just like Grant, you seen it plenty of times. Like, bro, why are you so angry? I'm like, I don't know. Like, bro, I really didn't know like the root cause, but the root cause was like it all coincides. Like, if you don't really know how to really self love yourself, you can't really love anybody else like
Yeah.
on a level that you need to. So, like me personally, like, I haven't smiled this long in like 3 months, but since I've been finding out my self love, get behind these turntables, doing my podcast, getting into the daily word, finding something that's keeping me motivated in the right way, putting my energy in the right places, is helping me get more emotionally intelligent about love. It ain't all about physical attraction. It ain't all about, sex or anything like that. It's about, understanding the person and their feelings and their emotions. And
Right.
that's the things that, that I'm learning now, that we got to teach our kids, sons and daughters, because it's things that we don't want to like. It's called generational trauma and generational curses that we don't want to pass on to them, because if we keep passing that shit on, it's never gonna get broken.
Not never. Yep. But I appreciate you because like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just by you hearing you talk about, you know what I'm saying, your therapist is like I remember I told you yesterday that I've never went to therapy, but I'm leaning more toward that direction because like that's what it actually means to like do the work because we all a work in progress. Ain't nobody gonna ever be perfect. And you could be as spiritual as you want to be, but at the end of the day, you gotta have somebody that you could talk to that you don't feel like they're judging you and that they're gonna give you an unbiased opinion or they just gonna be quiet and let you get it out.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm saying, bro. Like crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like I've been avoiding for 10 plus years, and then
Yeah.
since I did it, bro, it is so it is so like
It's work.
it's
Yeah.
so exhilarating because it's bringing back parts of me that was been gone for a while, and parts of me that I didn't know that I've been hiding for a long time.
Hmm.
So definitely, bro. Like it's been definitely. It's
Keep
like if you
keep
think
doing the
about
work.
it, I greatly would tell you therapy helps, man. But you just gotta find a therapist that you can click with, like able to let you talk and not like, cause bro, like I was telling you in the group chat that we in, like bro, I thought it was just like, oh no, this and this, woo, woo, woo. They gonna tell you this, they gonna tell you that. Nah, she let me open up, she let me talk, and then she give me her 2 cents. I'm like, oh, I ain't think about it like that. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Or then and it's gonna be some sessions when you get in there, like bro, you be talking about something, and they gonna ask you a question that trigger you, and you will completely shut down.
Yeah.
And if they don't push you, that's when you know you're in a good spot. But if you got somebody like, oh no, tell me, talk about this and that, like yo, I'm not comfortable with talking. Like I told like, yo, I'm in that boohoo crying, stop crying. I'm like, I'm not comfortable with talking about this right now. I'm not. I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna come back. This is when she was breaking down that wall I was talking about. Like that shit got deep. She was breaking down that wall, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm coming back. I don't think this shit for me. But then when I let it process a couple of days later,
Yeah.
when I had a dream. I'm talking about a nightmare, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I need to go back. And I told her about it because that's the same shit that we was talking about. It popped up in a dream when I said it scared the living daylights out of me, bro.
Yeah.
The living daylights out of me, bro. And I told her, and she's like, it's better for you to write it down and get rid of it. And bro, ever since I did that, my joy has came back. My smile has came back. Like it's
That's good, bro. Like for real, because like I need that person to push me. Like don't let me shut down because once I shut down, it's over. So I need that person that's gonna push me and make me talk because I'm not. I know how to communicate, but at the same
uh-huh.
time, like I said, it's hard for me to communicate because like when you communicate, I've communicated things with people and it's like gotten out. Like so you express how you feel about certain things, and the person betray your trust, so it's hard for me to open up. But once I do, oh yeah, take a seat because I got a lot to say. So
Yeah, bro. It's like I'm telling you, like, and then like I thought about it, like now, like getting older and stuff like this, and like doing this too, like I'm more attracted now to intellectual conversation. So
for sure,
that's what kind of like joined me to like start doing is like intellectual conversation or just giving feedback on like the experiences and stuff that I'm going through. Like, bro, like I was telling you in the group chat, bro, like it was some nights when I was going through what I was going through, bro. I was watching Family Guy. And I just started crying. I'm like, what the hell am I crying for? I'm watching Family Guy, bro. I'm in boo crying, snotting. Like, bro, like, why am I crying? But like,
I
that's
was
what
crying because he was beating up that chicken.
no, it wasn't the chicken, bro. It wasn't the chicken episode. It was actually matter of fact, what episode was it? It's when Quagmire was trying to get at Lois when she didn't want to take him on that resort, her high school reunion. It was that episode. And I'm like, bro, why am I crying, bro? Or it was like times I'm at work, bro. I'm in the zone. I was listening to like some music, bro. It was so many times like I was getting ready to do a mix or something, and I listened to a certain song. I started breaking down crying, like, bro, I can't do this. Like emotions all over the place. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
this is
I ain't
real,
gonna
bro.
lie though, not to cut you off. It is a certain song, man. Every time I hear it, bro, I gotta turn it off because it just, man. Sometimes the song will speak to you in so many words you can't even explain. It's gonna be that one part of the song you be like, man, let me turn this shit off, man. This shit hitting home, but I'm telling you,
and that's when you put that mug
certain
on repeat.
yeah, certain music or certain songs gonna get you in that mode. Where you like, let me turn this off, but I feel like that should motivate you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Anything to be a motivation. And I'm gonna say that to you, King.
Hey man, before
You
we go
got
to the
your
next,
time back, bro.
appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey man, if y'all enjoying this, man, make sure y'all share this out to your friends. Share it to a friend. Share a friend. Share a friend. Tap that screen for me. It's free. I greatly appreciate y'all. But the next question is, how does emotional intelligence help you when love is being tested?
It helps you not take everything so personal because everything ain't always about you, and I had to learn that because I used to try to fix everything, and sometimes they don't need you to fix it. Sometimes you gotta just chill and just let it all play out because sometimes it's nothing. And sometimes we make things bigger than what they got to be by putting our hands on it.
Bro, you in my head right now.
I feel like, for me, bro, it is for me, just trust the process in any situation we in, no matter friendship situation. Just trust the process. Don't
Right.
be so quick to jump to emotions about something. Like
Yep.
if somebody say something wrong, you're like, wait, what? No, just let it process. You know what I'm saying? And I had that problem. You say something, you can be funny, but it's the way you said it. I'm gonna be on defense mode no matter. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn to be calm. Like, oh man, you just joking, you know what I'm saying? But in a relationship, somebody could say something like, your girl could say, didn't you do that? Like, damn, why you talk to me like that? But I had to process like, oh, you ain't mean no harm by it. So that's what I have to learn, just be patient. Patience is the key.
Man, it unlocks everything. Patience unlocks everything because it teaches you how to wait. Like sometimes we jump the gun with stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to just chill and just watch it. Like I said, let it play out. Because sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's absolutely nothing. And we done jumped the gun, and now it's a whole big mess. And now we got to clean it up, and we don't even know how.
And that be the killer part. We don't know how to.
The messed up stuff, we don't even know how to fix it.
Be turned up, like, bro. That was me, like, with my English, bro. Like, but I mean, like, I'll take this perfect example. So, it was my wife, and it was my other best friend. I was DJing an event, and it was this girl in there. I'm talking about, she was lit, had the cup. You know what I'm saying? She's like, play this song, y'all. This and that, like cup. Like I'm looking at the cup, and I'm looking at her, and like I'm giving that look, like I'm teed, like I'm ready to slap her, bro. Like I got a $1,500 turntable and about like $1,000 speakers, and she over here with the cup all loose like this. I'm like, bro, she about to spill it on my. I'm about to put my hands on it, and like I just teed up, bro, and I could have just easily been like, hey, can you tell your friend step back? You know, I don't want that. I don't want that alcohol to mess up my witch cop. Nah, bro, I went from the basement to the attic in 2 seconds. And then, like, it's funny, like, because I couldn't remember none of that. I couldn't remember none of that. But now, since I'm finding that self love and that peace, I'm like, bro, I was really a hothead, bro. Like, I was really like on 10 for no reason.
But see, some of that too, you got to think about at the same time. Like, I'm not saying you was right for the way you was gonna react, but like some of that is like you thinking about it from a survival standpoint. Like, this is my livelihood. You messed my livelihood up. Well, I ain't got. I gotta get this back. So it's like by any means necessary, you trying to protect it. So I can respect that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. All right, so this is the last question for emotional intelligence and love. And then we'll segment three. So, what's one piece of advice you'll give to young men about emotions and relationships?
Mm.
Well, for me, if I was to give advice, I'll tell my nephews. I would just say this: never be scared to open up. Don't just open up. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what that person might mean to you. That person could be your rock, your everything, friendship, relationship wise, whatever. Don't be afraid to open up, because when you keep stuff inside, it drives you to a place where you can't come out of it. That's my only advice I tell young men. Open up, man. Not keep nothing inside. Forget what the society say, what the world say. Open up, man. Mental health is important. People don't know this. When you keep stuff inside, bro, that's when your mental health starts bothering you. Like,
Hmm.
I done lost too many homies to suicide who couldn't open up, and they wound up taking their life, bro.
Yep.
Hey, you want to go B, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I can go. I think one thing that I would tell, like I tell my kids this, like um, it's okay to not be okay. Um, you don't have to always walk around like you got it together, because you don't. So it's okay if you don't know, if you're not okay. It's okay, but verbalize that so that you know what I'm saying. It may be something I may not be able to help you, but I may know somebody who can.
Mhm.
So always be open, always be honest, and always express verbally how you feel. Because if you don't express it verbally, you're gonna end up expressing it physically in some kind of way, shape, or form.
Man, I would say me personally. Um, I know it's hard as a man to express yourself, but if you got someone that genuinely cares about you, know how your past is, know everything that's basically about you, but you scared, you still like even broke down that wall, got to know you, loved you when you felt like you couldn't love yourself, man. Just try the best that you can, and just don't. If you're angry or if somebody's telling you to go get some help, don't be like, man, fuck that. I'm good. Because that was me. Like, man, I'm good. But deep down inside, bro, I needed it, bro. But it took so long, bro. Like, it really took so long. Like, and then like I didn't know like it was really affecting the people around me until like shit really hit the fan. And like when certain people uh ain't there anymore, you don't see that person every day anymore, or it's like the communication factor is like it's different, like the vibes different. But it's just like what I tell them is just for the young man out there, man, fuck trying to be cool, bro. Like at the end of the day, fuck trying to be cool. Talk to your lady, talk to your lady, talk to your lady, and just at the end of the day, talk to your lady, man. Open up. I know it might be hard or whatever, but we move past that, man. We gotta open up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree with you, brother. I'm telling you, like once your lady comes to your life, that's your number one priority. You know what I'm saying? That's the person you got to open up to. That's the one you could cry with. That's the one you can lean on. Like that's just I don't think men. I ain't gonna say us because we all probably had some good women that we even leaned on, we even cried with, share stories with. But these young dudes think it's cool to have multiple women. Them the ones who never experienced the oh, that's the one I want to go home to. That's the one I could call up on and cry with. I can just
Yeah.
be emotional with. They would never experience it because you know why? What they're being taught, they need some real men to tell them, hey, go cry to that woman. She gonna hold you. It's okay for your woman to hold you. Hell, my woman held me. Like it's okay. It's okay to be soft around your girl. You don't have to
Right.
be hard 24/7.
Got to be vulnerable.
You know what's funny? I think God's put me through a test because my first kid's I got a baby girl, and so I tell my wife all the time like we actually had open she had open house yesterday, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna cry. Woo, 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 this and that. I was like, you could be the first one to cry. We went up in there. She sat down at her desk and she loved school and she was smiling and stuff. Man, next thing you know, I started crying. I'm like, out of nowhere, I just started crying. She's like, are you crying? I'm like, yeah, I'm crying. Or whatever. And then she's like, give your daddy a hug. So she gave me a hug, bro. And it's just like, it just hit me, bro. Like, not only that, but the main thing that really hit me, welcome in, Ashley. Well, what really hit me though, like, bro, like, 2019 was about 5 years ago. Now my baby girl is going to kindergarten. Then she gonna be in middle school. Then she probably gonna be talking about boys. Then she gonna drive. And then next thing you know, she gonna be then she gonna graduate. Then she gonna be in college. Then she's gonna be a grown woman. And then one thing that really clicked on me, bro, was like when I was going through all this stuff, and she's only 5, but she's really smart, bro. Like it was one time she was here with me, and I was crying, bro. Like I was crying, boo hoo crying. She came to me, it's okay, Dad. It's gonna be all right, bro. And I'm just like, bro, like I didn't know what to say. I'm like, bro, I'm trying not to tear up now. I'm just like, it was crazy, bro. It was just like, just like, being emotional now and showing that now. Like I think my daughter even loves me even more, and it's showing me like it's okay, dude. Like it's alright, bro. Like, hey, welcome in everybody, man. We just shooting
Well,
all your podcast, man. If y'all just tap that screen for me, tap the screen, share this live. I appreciate it. But that was segment 2 about emotional intelligence and love. And so we're gonna go to segment 3, Mr. Grant. We were talking, and you was like, yeah, bro, we should do this. So guess who's gonna start first? You. So segment 3 is why man can't open up. All right. So before you even start answering, this is the first question. Why do you think so many men find it hard to open up emotionally?
Ah, that's my favorite topic. But nah,
Come on,
look, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it raw, man. That's all I can do. But look though, the answer to that question is this. The reason why men can't open up, listen, it's gonna come from past trauma. It's past trauma from when they opened up to somebody else before, and everything they opened up about, they threw it in their face. So now when you move on, you meet somebody, you timid to open up because you're like, damn, this person do the same shit that the last person just did. I'm not gonna lie. I was that way. I opened up to somebody, they threw that shit in my face. It took me my ex recently, and y'all know anytime we bring up ex, it's my favorite ex, I don't care. It took me 3 months just to open up to her. 3 months, and she kept picking. So I finally told her, I'm like, man, motherfucker threw shit back in my face. But in general, when men go through that, and women be like, oh, you're not interested? No,
right.
it's a wall I got up. I'm scared to bring it down. Men they scared to say, oh, I'm scared. Hey, I'm gonna say it. I'm scared. I'm scared to open up. But if I open up, can I trust you? That's the thing.
Hey, B, I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna go. But me and my therapist talked, and I think she found my root cause to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain that. But B, if you want to go, I'm gonna let you go.
So I think the reason why it's so hard is like you said, like, you done opened up in the past and then it was thrown in your face. And then also it goes back to, like you said, past trauma as well, because again, like we've been saying for this whole show, you know what I'm saying? We were always taught to hold that stuff in. You know what I'm saying? So opening up is hard because it's like we never really saw the men in our family open up about nothing. Now, what they did behind closed doors, we'll never know. But like in front of us, in person, like our examples, they never opened up. So it's like for us, at least for me, it's like initially being vulnerable is like going against the grain.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to break that cycle and I had to pull that wall down. You know what I'm saying? And then it's also you got to find that right person that knows how to ask those questions, because you have to. For me to talk, you got to ask me the right question. Because if you don't ask me the right question, it's gonna be yes, no, yes, no. I'm only
Man,
gonna give you so much. Now, if you ask me the right question, you might can give me. But that's just how I'm wired.
hey man, look. So, like I said, I seen my therapist today. I usually see her every 2 weeks, and I was telling her about this, and then I was like, yeah, I met these group of people on TikTok. So like, yeah, I be on TikTok a lot. Oh, I'm gonna repeat it back to you. Well, I already, So the question was, we on segment 3. Why man can't open up? Why do you think so many men find it hard to open up emotionally? So, while you put it in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So, I was telling like, hey man, all the stuff I've been going through. I've been seeing my therapist for almost 3 months. I was like, look, this is probably the first time in like 3 months. Like I'm smiling. I'm enjoying DJing again. I enjoy doing this podcast thing, and I'm just like, I never knew what self love was, bro. Like I always, love whatever else, but like all the stuff that I seen my mom go through, and all of the stuff like that, all the stuff that she did, and stuff like that. So my therapist hit me with this, and this will really fuck me up. She was like, so with all the stuff you just told me, and you being the only boy and you got sisters, do you think that relationship that you had with your sister and your sisters and your mother affected how you talk to women? I was like, oh shit. I was like, I think she hit a nerve, bro. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I think
She was on to
I was
something.
like, she was literally on to something, bro. But I was like, I think you got a point, because she was like, all the stuff that you seen and all the stuff like that. She was like, that can be trauma, or that can be it was something else that she said too. But I'm like, I had to sit back and think. I'm like, she right, because all the stuff that I seen, and it was hard to open up because I was like, man, I don't want to do that. Or it's times like they picking at something. They picking at something. They want you to open up about it, and they picking at it. They picking at it. And then me, like with my anger, I ain't the fuck that. I ain't talking. I'll roll over, or I leave out, or like, bro, listen. But then now that I think about it, bro, that ain't the right way to go, because at the end of the day, it's like, is it they gonna think it's them, but at the end of the day, it's hard to really tell them like, no, it's not you, it's me, but I don't know how to express it without being angry about it, if that makes sense. Like,
No, it makes plenty of sense, bro. Everything you're saying is absolutely 100% correct.
but when she broke it down to me like that, bro, I'm like, yo, like, that's probably because, like I told you, that big ass wall, it's so much shit that's behind that wall.
Man, listen,
Great Wall of China, my shit probably bigger than the Great Wall of China, you know what I'm saying?
that's why we guard that wall with our life, man.
Yeah, you did say that, like, when we guard that wall with our life, but it's so hard, like when you seeing all that, and then like when she, like, I'm gonna just keep saying it because like it really resonated with me, and it really fucked me up, because I'm like, I don't want that relationship, not only with yeah, it is, bro. It's the easy emotion to navigate, believe it or not. It is. But just like the anger, like after not, like, so I was telling, like, when I played football, I was able to release that anger, because that's legalized violence. I can beat up on somebody, won't get a charge, won't go to jail for it. But when it was time for me to stop playing sports, I had no other way to express that anger. So I just built it up or put it behind that wall. And then when something ticked, boy, I was on 10,000 quick. But what really did resonate at all was like, my wife shouldn't go through that. But the main thing is, baby girl does not deserve none of that. She don't deserve none of that. And so that's when it really resonated. I'm like, yeah, bro, I gotta fix this, bro, because I don't want her to grow up with no dad issues, or she hate dad, and then she got a guy that's beating on her or stuff like that, bro. Like, nah, bro, I don't want that. I don't want that. So, and so if y'all done with that one, I'm gonna go to the next. Oh, I see y'all muted your mic. What you gotta say, B?
Then I was coming back on. Trying to figure
Okay.
out what I'm finna eat for dinner.
Well, I had me some grilled chicken and steak nachos. Boy, I had that again. I'm sorry.
Messed around and fell asleep.
So the next question is: were you ever taught directly or indirectly that showing emotions was a sign of weakness? Hold on, let me repeat that. Do you think? Do you ever? Hold on. Were you ever taught directly or indirectly that showing emotions was a sign of weakness?
Both of them.
Facts.
Both. That's the easiest question you asked all night.
Facts. It's no other point. It ain't no other point to say yes. It is. It is
Mhm.
because we were so marginalized or taught by the culture, like, man walk this way, man talk this way,
Yep.
man dress this way, man act this way. You show weakness, you soft. You show emotions, you soft. You talk about your feelings, you soft.
Now I will say that I'm definitely appreciative for, you know, men walk this way or men dress this way, or
Hey,
I'm
hey,
thankful. I'm thankful for that.
that's another topic, bro. That's
I
another
am.
topic.
I listen. I will say it. I don't care how nobody feel about it. I am thankful that if they ain't taught me nothing else, they taught me
Bro,
something. They taught me what they need to teach me.
I'm not gonna even hold you. Bro, when sagging was a thing, and when I was at my uncle's house one time, he was like, "You know where sagging came from?" Nah, I don't know where sagging came from. When he told me where it came from,
Pull the pants all the way up.
I
But you know what? That's the thing.
put a long notch.
These little young niggas know what it mean, and they still a do it. So when a fag go up in your ass on the street,
Hey, you can't say that on TT. Yeah, watch what you say on TT.
Say that. Hey, I'm
well, when somebody Dennis robbing you, then you gonna get mad.
Okay, that's better. All right. He said, that's
Dennis
crazy.
Rodman is insane. But yeah, you're right, bro. Like I said, that's one thing I'm grateful for, man. They, may not taught me, how to be emotionally intelligent and all that stuff, but one thing I am for sure is a man, and I know how to conduct myself, and I raise my boys the same way. Now, what you do when you get grown, that's your
That's your
choice.
decision.
And none of my business.
I'ma still love you. I'ma still all that. But as long as you with me, you gonna pull the pants up. You gonna wear a belt. You ain't finna be switching and none of that.
But
Hey, Chet.
I'm gonna say this though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because we older and I can laugh about it now. But think about this. I'm pretty sure we all done played ball, right?
Yeah.
When you on the sideline, what's the number one thing you doing? Standing with your hand on your hips.
Yeah, that's different though, man.
But look.
That's different. You
ain't. But I laugh about it because I was like, damn, I was standing like that. Like
you ain't got your knee bent and linked to the side. Nah, it's different.
But it's the fact that like damn, I sure used to have my hand on my heels. Now these niggas out here doing it in public.
Y'all about to get canceled off the first episode on TikTok.
You said we real, we keep it raw, right?
Yeah.
It's just certain stuff we can't say.
Yeah, I know, man. They probably go like, oh, wait a minute, flag. Oh, he said flag.
Something good. Nothing popped in the chat yet, so we good.
Nah, I'm gonna say this though, as men, bro, we gotta raise our young men right. You know what I'm saying? But like what brother said, once you get old, I'm still gonna love you. Then I told my nephew was, I don't know where he got this experience from. He asked me like, Uncle Sean, you would let me if I was gay? I say, boy, yes. Why wouldn't I? Yes. But that's the thing though. See, and I know it's probably for another topic, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. You gotta talk to these young men too. If they want to come out the closet, let them.
Hey, I was just gonna say, I don't have a problem with it. My problem is when you try to be something that you weren't born.
And man,
that's my problem. My problem is if you could be that and still be a man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do all the characteristics. You ain't gotta do all that. Be a man. Still be a man.
So since we on this topic, before we go to the next question, my oldest nephew is, and so at first I was very uncomfortable with it, and eventually, man, I talked to a lot of people and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't treat him no differently. It was just like, like that conversation when I was like, you gotta go talk to your aunt about that. I'm not comfortable with, talking with him like that. I just kept it a buck with him. I'm like, bro, like anything else or whatever, like relationship wise and stuff like that, I'm like, I don't like the same thing that you like or whatever like that. But I mean, like if you just want to have like a talk about like, life or anything like that, I can help you out with that. I ain't like, if this was like me about, man, you better get on. Don't talk to me. I don't want none of that. But that's the part of being like growth. Like when we talk about like you gotta learn how to be like, cause I'm Uncle Dad basically, cause I got my two nephews and then I got my daughter. So, but like I'm Uncle Dad, but it's just like yeah, it's like at that point, like man, if this is me about like 10 years, you better not talk to me about that. I don't care about none of that. But like you were saying, we gotta learn how to be. You gotta be a friend and like a positive role model. So like yeah, like
right.
Like our relationship has grown 10 plus now. Like he's comfortable with coming to talk to me now, just casual conversation and all the stuff like that. But like I told him, like that's just one thing And I mean, no matter what, I still love you. But that's one thing I can't talk. We can't talk about. I love you. I said I love you. I'm still not comfortable talking about that. So, but okay. So the next question: do you think culture, upbringing, or personal experiences play the biggest role in keeping a man closed off?
Again, second easiest question you asked tonight. Yes, yes.
Well, I mean, why man can't open up is pretty much easy. Everything else you gotta get a little bit more detail. I thought it was a little bit more detail, but I didn't forget about y'all, chat. What's up, chat? Hope y'all enjoying the live podcast, man. If y'all like what's going on, man, just tap that screen, and share this live out for me. I greatly appreciate it. But do you think culture, upbringing, or personal experience bring the biggest role? Yeah, it's all about the yes. Yes, all of it. Yes, I mean we can sit right here, dissect it, break it down, but the culture is the culture. No
Mhm.
matter where you from, the culture is the culture. But we have a certain culture, but then again, we got to be able to break that society culture and try to do something different. Like I'm gonna stay back to what you kept saying. It's like, and then like when we was talking, we was watching Jen's live earlier today or yesterday. I forgot what day. It's like you got to be a friend to your kid now. You have to.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like back in the day, you couldn't. Like you have to because you're rather like if you don't be a friend to your kid, I'm telling you, like I've seen it personally, like personally from my experience with my siblings. Like if you just be their friend and when it's time to discipline them, oh, they not gonna respect you at all. Who is you?
Hmm.
You was chit chatting and saying I can do this and that. Oh, now I can't do it. Oh, you showing out because your friends here. Oh, but you weren't just talking like that when we was home alone. Like, oh nah, bro, dude, no. But yeah, that. Oh,
For sure, bro.
the next one not gonna be easy if y'all ready for the next one. The next one ain't gonna be easy. I promise you, B. How can man start creating spaces where vulnerability feels safe?
Repeat that again. I can hear you, cuz.
How can man start creating spaces where vulnerability feels safe?
Hmm.
I think by being available, one, and being honest, and also by initiating the conversation because some of these kids are just like us. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to open up. The fact that we're in the process of learning how, we got to teach them too. We can't learn everything and keep it for ourselves.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, man. Just it's all about the communication part. And sometimes, man, we have it hard to communicate. Man. I feel like once we get to the level, we can share that knowledge with a lot of young people.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta start the communication, man. We gotta teach them it's okay to talk first. Never let a woman when you let a woman talk, she don't talk all day.
All day.
But let us start the conversation first, so they can see like, the thing is, women when they talk first, they see things from their point of view. But I feel like if we start talking first more, they can see it from our point of view. There could be a big difference in how the conversation goes.
I would say um, how man can create a safe space. Before we create a safe space, like I said earlier, man, a lot of us don't know what self love is. So if we don't know how to love ourselves, we're not gonna be able to create that vulnerable safe space. And like when I was telling my therapist, like this is probably the first time in 3 months like I actually been smiling, enjoying myself again because I think I'm learning what my self love is, and then I'm happy behind the turntables again. I'm happy doing this right now is a safe space for me. Like doing this right now is a safe space for me, and hopefully, other men or other people in general, because it's not just gonna be us all the time. I'm gonna have ladies on the show too. I just want everybody to have a safe space because, like, also with doing this too, man, I love hearing other people's perspective because everybody's going through something. Everybody's going through something through life, and just instead of us as men just holding it in or keeping it tight, man, let's talk about it. Like I said in my joke, let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Let's grow through it. That's the main thing. Like that's the main thing. Like if we can do that and create that safe space, man, I'm just here just to help not only help myself but help my brothers as well too, man. Like I really hope this reach a lot of different people and they're like, man, I enjoyed your chat, man. Would you mind if I come on? Come with it.
Yeah, for real. It's 6 boxes up here.
Like come with it. Like come with it. Like I know next episode, you know, everybody gonna be in here. You know, just gotta figure out what we're gonna do. But
Hey, let me
so
say this though to you though, bro. Your live gonna reach somebody, bro. It's gonna help their day. Somebody could be having a horrible day. They can listen to you talk, listen to this conversation. You're like, damn, I need to hear this, man. And sometimes people need to hear conversation. They need a hug or whatever. Telling
that's it, bro. I'm just trying to just help people in the way I know how to help people. You know, some people's are barbers, mechanics, you know, engineers. Man, I'm really good with music and I'm really good at talking to people and you know communicating with people. And so I was like, I put my words and my experience out there because it was so. What was yeah? All right. So the last one for segment 3, and then we got one more question, and then we got the outro. Then I might spin a little music after this because I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So um, have you seen a moment where a man finally opened up and it changed the dynamic of their relationship? Hold up. Have you seen a moment where a man finally opened up and it changed the dynamic of a relationship?
Yeah, I think for me it would be with my oldest son. Like once I opened up to him about just the stuff that I shared with you guys, like I think it made him understand why I was so hard on him. And it wasn't because I didn't love him. That's the only form of love that I really knew how to show him. Because that's what I was brought up on. So, but now, that's my little nigga.
Right.
man, me personally open up, bro. I mean, I'm gonna say y'all, bro. I'm gonna say y'all because me open up to y'all, bro. That y'all know how long that be taking. Like y'all play a big part in the fact that we opened up, bro. Like for real, like I can call y'all boys like y'all about anything. Like that's real brotherhood, like
Eli, my guy.
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm in here.
Wagwan.
Well, go on.
So the question was, have you seen a moment where a man finally opened up and it changed the dynamic of a relationship?
Um, I've seen it indirectly. For me, sorry, you might hear a little noise in the background, but for me, definitely indirectly, simply because for me, look, I have so many women in my family. You feel me? Two sisters, one older, one younger, like my mom's. But I think it's just like friends of friends and everything. You know, close friends and their fathers or their uncles and such. You know what I mean? When I guess the man or the patriarch in the situation actually shows some emotional intelligence or some sort of emotional give. It's like the Red Sea opened up. You feel me? That opened up the door for everyone to understand what the climate was. You know, so they could really weigh in on the topic the way they need to. Because once the head of the household, leads, we're programmed to do that. Just open the door. So yeah, indirectly, definitely was the way that came about for me.
I would say both. seeing my past and all the stuff that I've been through, and then like not opening up, affecting like other people in my life, but like that affected me emotionally, mentally, and physically. But once I finally turned that corner and made that corner, I started seeing people like they start seeing me in a different way. They're like, bro, your energy different. Like you ain't really angry as much. Yeah, bro. Like I've been working on it. And so like it just I think that what really like hit the nail on the coffin, like I was saying earlier, like when I was just in my room, like and I just broke down crying and my daughter came in and just started rubbing my face. It's okay, Dad. It's okay. It's all gonna be all right. Don't be sad. I'm like, damn, even though what I'm going through and she just living life and she was able to express that to me, bro. I'm like, bro, do it, bro. Like it ain't about just um it ain't about being that tough guy anymore, bro. And it's different. Like I think what really struck the light bulb for me, like man, like having a daughter, you have to have a soft side, bro. You can't be super hard. 'Cause I see a lot of these, like when I was coaching, I see a lot of these young girls that don't have no father figures or stuff out there, and like a lot of them like be seeking the wrong attention. And I do not want my daughter to seek the wrong attention, and like that's scary to me, bro. Like with how this world is out here, bro. People will take advantage of the vulnerable, bro, and it's crazy. I'm not with that. Appreciate the love, appreciate the likes. So go ahead, people.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to say. I was in the gas
Yeah,
station.
man, get them chips, man. Get some good chips,
Hey,
man. Hey, do you
you already know.
One person ride away, one
have
person
cheese
ride
doodles up
away.
there? Wise cheese doodles.
Cheese doodles? Nah, I mean
Yeah.
you got the vintners, what they call hot crunchy girls, whatever the fuck they call. I don't like them though. I like the hot flamers. That's what I fuck
No,
with.
I'm saying the wise cheese. That's what I'm looking for.
I ain't seen them motherfuckers in years. Like as a
What?
kid, man, I seen some
I have
cheese
found
doodles.
the plug for them now. And Dollar General like, hey, Arkin, like, what's up? I go in there and get the whole box. The blue bag and the red bag. It's diabolical.
Dude, I remember them. The really was hot for me.
I just want to say Kenny better than Drake.
All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hold on, Eli. I got one more question for the next brother. What you got to say, Eli?
And no, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm being called out clearly, but no, I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, Greg,
They
stop calling out.
they not like us.
I just got here, bro. I just got here. Chill.
He was he was at the gig, man. Dang, he's at the gig. Getting
You
that
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm going home right now. I'm trying to tap in, but it's all good. Continue, brother. Continue.
Say Drake.
But off the
I
hey,
hear you
and
like
you
a
ain't
him.
drinking the Canadian Mist no more. That was the college days. No more Canadian Mist.
They don't sell that over here. That's just an American thing.
Oh. So what's the drink of choice over there?
Tennessee.
So, impossible.
They not like us. They not like us.
All right.
All right, so the last question is connecting the dots. All right, so do you think the man who mentored you, influenced you, how to handle love and emotions, and how?
Wait, what's the question?
Do you think the man who mentored you influenced you on how to handle love and emotion?
Uh, I'm gonna say no because hell, no. They didn't know how to be. They wasn't emotional. Shit, like the way that they like. You know what'd be crazy? I don't, and it's probably a whole nother topic. But like we always talk about, you women nowadays talk about know your worth, know your worth, know your worth, right? Which is cool.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. But like the shit that our grandparents put up with, like our grandmothers put up with our granddads, like what the fuck was that? Like,
Emotional
oh no,
survival. Emotional survival. You feel me?
It was
yeah, it was
survival mode. Feel me?
something. Cause yeah, so I'm gonna say no. We didn't teach that because they didn't do it.
And what was that saying? I was fighting my life.
Hey, literally.
Yo.
And one thing about granddaddy though, he came home, put that check on the table. Pretty well.
You know if he was at the juke at the strip joint.
Yeah.
Financial stability does not equal emotional, stability.
No, I agree. I totally agree with that.
But I'm gonna double down and say no as well. Nobody
Yeah.
was doing it. It was trial and error for me specifically. My situation, it was just trial and error. How many times are you gonna mess up before it's like, okay, don't put your hand on the fire anymore? You feel me? So
Ooh,
yeah, I'm gonna double down
bro.
and say no.
The crazy thing is I feel like
Talk
we're probably the first generation of men that are able to even change that cycle.
Yeah.
I agree with that, man. Yeah, I agree with that. Because man, boy, it's what we've been through. You take what you've been through as a lesson, and you want to teach the other generation. Hey, you don't gotta go through that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. You can open up. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna double down and say no because we taught ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Nobody there to
Yep.
teach us, man. And when nobody here to teach us, hey, it's okay, it's okay. It was always no, 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 no. You a man, you a man. Man, man, look,
Hey, for real.
man,
You
look,
gonna have to go back
man.
and like stop crying. Like that hurt.
I remember. Listen, I'm 11 years old, right? I was a big 11-year-old. I'm playing in a 13, 14 U game. I bit my finger. I'm crying. My granddaddy told me, "Man, stop crying. Ain't no pussy in this family." What? I'm putting these big ass motherfuckers in my finger just bent. But that goes to show you what we was brought up as, though. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it, I'm one today. Yeah. That shit hurt.
What the Band-Aid on to go back out there. Wait a minute, folks.
No, I'm done for the day. No, I don't want to.
Nah, I gotta say no, man. I feel like we taught ourselves. I feel like we could break that curse and teach the next generation. Now, if they whether
Yeah,
to listen, it's up to them. We're gonna give you the knowledge of what we've been
that's the part right there. They gonna listen.
through. See, they rather hear from us.
free for
They rather hear from us for we ain't been through nothing. You know what I'm saying? Telling them wrong. They want instead of hearing from somebody who's gonna tell them right. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I'm gonna agree with y'all too. Like, no, everything because like now you think about it, what we just did, and like the people that tuned in, that shared or tuned in, we just did something that, and like the people that tuned in, that that shared or tuned in, we just did something that we influence even if we don't talk everything. If we talk every now and then, we still tap in, check in. So we push.
What do you like on
Just get here. You go. Just get this started. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate y'all coming in and tapping in with me, man, or whatever. But man, we gotta do this again, man. I just need to figure out, man. The chat like
anytime,
keep.
brother?
So let me get my outro in, and then we can shoot the shit after that, or y'all can do what y'all want to do after that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. So that's a wrap today. Conversation. Being gratitude to our guests for sharing wisdom, stories, and heart. For the uncles and the mentors who taught us how to walk tall, to the way we navigate love with empathy, self-awareness is all connected. If this episode hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. I'm your host, It has been another deep dive into what makes us who we are. Until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I don't know if I got all y'all audio on the other end,
Show, bro.
but this was fire.
Show.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Hey,
Hey, groove to the good bros. Groove to the good bros. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to say if anybody else want to jump up here, man, it is what it is. I'm probably about to play a little bit of music. I don't know what y'all about to do. Y'all want to
I'm gonna head out for a minute, but I'll be
it's
back.
whatever.
I'm
Whatever y'all want to do.
All right, bro.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
all
go
right,
catch
all right,
this
B.
KC Seahawks game. I'm gonna tap back in. Have you on here,
All
bro,
right.
for real.
I know you driving.
Yeah, I'm walking for my life right now. So I'm back in.
You trying to cross the border, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Ain't nobody
Be
trying to
safe.
come over
We don't
Here we
want
go.
you. Your package coming
there.
here.
Hey, don't start. Don't start. Don't start. You see, that's why I said I can't trust you.
Man, you can trust me. Your package.
We just had a good conversation.
When you see me posting going to work with a briefcase,
All right, do that. Do that if you want to.
Business.
oh, bro, I gotta go, bro.
Boys love. Love.
Love, bro.
I'm gonna be in here for a little bit
All
longer.
right, most definitely, brother.
If y'all want to tap back in. Yes, sir. Now, I don't know how to get out of this right now. I don't know how to get out of that right now. So we'll just see.